little panda who lied about her birthday. Pebbles was a little panda with a big love for birthdays. She loved everything about them: the bright, bouncy balloons bobbing in the breeze, the flickering candles casting a warm glow on the sugary sweetness of the cake, the joyful songs, the silly games, and especially the presents. Oh, how Pebbles adored the surprise of unwrapping a gift, the thrill of discovering a new toy or a special treat. But there was one tiny furry problem. Pebbles was terribly impatient. She hated waiting for her own birthday. The long weeks and months stretching out before her felt like an eternity. One sunny morning, Pebbles wandered through the forest. Her little paws padded softly on the mossy ground. She watched the birds chirping in the trees. She watched the deer nibbling on leaves. She saw Percy the squirrel leaping gracefully between the branches. A sigh escaped her. "Oh, woe is me!" she huffed dramatically. "My birthday is ages away, months and months. I wish it could be today." A mischievous glint sparkled in Pebbles' bright eyes. An idea, a rather sneaky idea, had popped into her little bare brain. "What if," she thought, "what if I just pretend it's my birthday? Then I can have all the fun right now." The thought filled her with excitement. She clapped her paws, sending a puff of dust into the air, and went to see her friends, her heart thumping with anticipation. First, she found Percy the squirrel darting between tree trunks. "Percy, guess what?" Pebbles announced, bouncing on her paws. "It's my birthday today." Percy's little ears perked up, twitching with curiosity. "Your birthday?" "That's wonderful," he chirped. "We must have a party." Pebbles' fib spread like wildfire through the forest. She told Hoppy the rabbit, Squeaky the mouse, and Red the red panda, and they were all instantly swept up in the excitement. Hoppy, always the helpful friend, hopped off to the carrot patch to gather the ingredients for a delicious carrot cake. Percy, nimble and quick, gathered acorns and berries for decorations. Red and Squeaky scurried around collecting colourful wildflowers to decorate the party area. Pebbles was having the time of her life. She felt like the centre of attention, the star of the show. She gobbled down slices of Hoppy's carrot cake. She opened the little presents her friends had brought. A shiny pebble from Percy, a bright red berry from Red, and a fluffy dandelion from Squeaky. "This is the greatest birthday ever!" Pebbles cheered, her chest puffing out with pride. Just as they were about to launch into singing a happy birthday song, Daisy, Pebbles' older and much wiser sister, passed by. She stopped, her head cocked to one side, and surveyed the scene. "What's going on here?" she asked, a hint of amusement in her voice. "It's Pebbles' birthday," Red chirped, flicking his fluffy tail. Daisy chuckled. "No, it's not. Pebbles' birthday isn't for months." The party fell silent. All eyes turned to Pebbles. Her little ears drooped, and a wave of guilt washed over her. Well, I just wanted to have some fun," she mumbled, avoiding her friends' gazes. Squeaky shook his tiny head. "Pebbles, that wasn't very nice. You tricked us." Pebbles' friends were disappointed, but they cared about her. So after a long, quiet moment, Hoppy spoke up. "We'll forgive you this time, Pebbles," he said, his voice gentle but firm. "But you must promise not to do it again." Pebbles, feeling truly ashamed, nodded. "I promise," she said. "I won't. I'm really, really sorry." But Pebbles' love for birthdays was strong, and a few weeks later, the same impatient feeling began to gnaw at her. She longed for another party, another round of presents and cake. "What if," she whispered to herself, "what if I tell them it's my birthday just one more time? They'll never know." And so she did. "It's my birthday today," Pebbles announced to her friends, putting on her best innocent face. Her kind friends, remembering her previous birthday, were happy to celebrate with her again. Hoppy baked another carrot cake. Red climbed high into the trees to find fresh fruits, and everyone brought her little gifts. Pebbles was overjoyed. But as they were playing a game, Grandpa Tortoise, wise and slow, ambled by. He paused, his ancient eyes twinkling, and said in his deep, rumbling voice, "Hold on a minute, young Pebbles. If my memory serves me correctly, your birthday isn't for another 2 months." The air crackled with tension. Pebbles' friends froze, their eyes fixed on her. Percy's face fell. "Pebbles, did you lie to us again?" Pebbles' ears drooped even lower. "Yes," she whispered, her voice barely audible. This time her friends were truly hurt. "We worked so hard for you again," Squeaky squeaked, tears welling up in his tiny eyes. "We made you hats and brought you gifts, but you lied to us, Pebbles, again. We can't trust you anymore." One by one, they turned and walked away, leaving Pebbles alone under the warm afternoon sun. She felt terrible, worse than she had ever felt before. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, Pebbles' real birthday arrived. She was bursting with excitement. She ran through the forest, clapping her paws and calling with joy. "Today's my real birthday," she shouted. "Come celebrate with me." But her friends just shook their heads sadly. "Sorry, Pebbles," Hoppy said, his voice filled with regret. "How do we know you're not lying again?" Pebbles' heart sank. She went back home, tears streaming down her face. Her mother, seeing her distress, asked gently, "What's wrong, little one?" "None of my friends believe it's my birthday," Pebbles sobbed. "I lied to them and now they don't trust me, even when I'm telling the truth." Her mother nuzzled her gently. "Oh, Pebbles," she said, "that's what happens when you tell fibs. Trust is very precious. Once broken, it's very hard to mend." "I'm so sorry," Pebbles cried. "I've learned my lesson. I'll never lie again." Pebbles' mother, seeing she was genuinely sorry, decided to help. She went to her friends and explained the situation. "It really is Pebbles' birthday today," she said, "and she's learned a very important lesson. She understands the consequences of her lies. Will you give her one more chance?" After much deliberation, Pebbles' friends, remembering all the fun they'd had with her in the past, decided to forgive her. That evening, they gathered outside her house, calling out, "Happy birthday, Pebbles!" Pebbles couldn't believe her ears. She rushed out, her face beaming. "You all came!" The party was wonderful. It wasn't just the cake or the presents or the games that made it special. It was the feeling of the warmth of true friendship. Pebbles laughed and played with her friends, and she thanked them again and again for their forgiveness. "I promise," Pebbles said sincerely, "no more fibs. From now on, you can always trust me." And from that day on, she kept her promise. No more fibs, only truth. And so, Pebbles learned a very important lesson about honesty and friendship. We hope you did too. Remember, telling the truth is always the best way to keep your friends close. Until next time, we'll see you again for another story. Goodbye for now, and remember to be good boys and girls. Keep being the wonderful little stars that you are. The end.